Welcome back to another exciting episode of Damsels in Dicestress, where 3 Regency girls make poor decisions. Speaking of poor decision-making Regency girls...
Hi.
I'm scared.
I'm really scared.
God, it's happening now.
Yeah. It is. Do we want to recap? So, last week began with Rosalind asking some questions to her fiancé and her governess about a certain plan to become the King and Queen of England and do a ritual.
Oh yes, he is 18th and 9th of the throne, you know.
17th. And then asked help for her friends, and was taken to the base of the cobblers, where my nice new governess grew wings and claws and ripped a man's skull in half, and then killed the other 5.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, everyone at the Velvet Masquerade was rallying for a battle against the Ratcliffe Runners. They were very confused to find a lot of dead bodies and a lot of blood in the cobbler's house. And then there was a battle at the Rat's Tail, wherein Talia
We were
saved
iconic.
a bunch of children. And Agatha found and killed one of the 3 men who had murdered Thomas. And we left off with Madam and Richard just about to approach, as everyone was kind of shouting that it was all clear.
The second of 3, because she did already kill...
Oh yeah.
And I am also quite worried there's a card that was underneath my plate. As ever.
Sure, you can check it out if you want.
What, already?
Yeah, sure, you can have a look at it.
No, don't. Don't do it.
No, I'm scared.
Nah, do it when Aki does it.
Okay, alright, okay.
Oh, cool.
Intro?
What else?
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow.
Oh, I just wanted
We'll edit that out. Intro. And we're back. Rosalind, what are you doing?
Are we picking up from where we left off, which is that we'd just arrived back in, like, the sunroom?
Yes.
I just think she's standing there very, like, visibly in shock. Because that's not what she expected to happen.
You're looking rather, here. And the Viscount casts on you and cleans up all the blood that's splattered over your body. Prestidigitation? I think that's right.
Yes. Thank you. Do I look like me again? Because she cast a disguise spell on me.
Yes.
Forgive me, but I think I ought to retire.
Of course, darling. Do you sleep well?
Thank you. Good evening.
The Viscount sounds like... sleep well.
You too. And yeah, I'll go up to my bedroom and just sort of collapse on the bed for a minute, and just try and get to grips with the images that are still in my head of what just happened. And I think that takes her quite some time.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, then, the smell of soot and alcohol, stale beer, burning straw, ash, wet ash. People are putting fires out. You find yourself standing in the back storage rooms of the Rat's Tail, Tale. At your feet is the jawless murderer. Beside you is your friend Talia.
I don't say anything, I just nod.
I nod back.
Hold out my hand. I'll take it.
A large, strong hand rests on both of your shoulders, gives you a little squeeze each. It's good to see you made it through okay.
And you and Madam, you're okay.
Just fine. Got a couple of scratches, but no big deal. I think it's over for tonight. The stragglers have probably gone underground. They won't raise their heads for a while. But when they do, we'll keep an eye out for them. Whatever the fuck happened to the cobbler, he sure won't be organising anything soon. But we should probably find out something about that ourselves.
I think I'd know where to start with that.
Well, nasty business, but had to be done. Let's get you girls home.
Where are you staying tonight?
With you.
Right.
I'll squeeze your hand.
I'll squeeze yours back.
You guys, yeah, this sort of rowdy, violent crowd disperses once the fires are put out. The city sort of returns to a very quiet, almost normality. Just another eventful night in poverty-stricken Ratcliffe. Rosalind.
So once I've calmed down a bit, I'm going to try and take this off. No,
Okay.
I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for bed. So that's what I'm going to try and do.
Okay, so you put your hands to the back of your neck to look for the clasp. That must be to the left. No, to the right, no. You spin it around in your hands. You bring it around in front of you so you can just see the clasp and find... But No, there isn't one.
I guess it's too small for me to try and just get off.
Correct.
Okay, in that case, what I'm going to do is get the ring that was given back to me, and kneel down on the floor, and close my eyes, and try really, really hard to think about the golden eyeball that I saw when I first put it on, and that I couldn't quite connect to the last time I tried. But I'm not putting the ring back on.
Roll an Arcana check.
9.
Cool. Nothing. The metal is cold and hard in your hands.
Now that I'm looking at it closer, is there anything that looks different about it or feels different about it?
Make a investigation check.
11.
It looks identical.
I'll leave it then. And I'll just try and get ready for bed. I don't want to call a maid, so I'm going to do it myself. And I think as I'm getting into bed, where all my sort of like comfort things are, like there's Talia's shirt, which I'm on, and I think she sees the cravat she bought for Frederick, and I think she just throws it away across the room, and lies in bed and tries really hard to sleep.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
Guess we'll find Madam and everyone. I can't remember how many of them came with us. Or was it just Madam and Richard?
Madam and Richard. The others will stay.
That's what I thought.
It's like Richard's like pals.
Yeah.
That came along.
And once we find Madam and make sure she's okay, I guess we'll all head back to the Velvet Masquerade.
You head back in a sort of large group of armed men. You get back. The door's unbolted. You bolt it in behind you again. And people sort of settle down next to windows and things like that, sort of making the place secure. Madam B sort of stands at the bottom of the stairs, just quietly overseeing, contemplating. Make a what's the word?
Perception?
Sure, perception check. Insight's the word I was looking for.
Oh, insight.
12.
A whopping 19 for me.
You get the impression that she probably doesn't want to talk at the moment.
Is everybody else around? Or have they all...
Yes. When you came in, everybody's sort of heads sort of popped back in and stuff. Everyone starts to gossip and talk and like make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah. I'll probably stay near you, but like if anybody asks anything, just like let them know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Yeah, I just want to, I'm just going to get like a glass of something, gin, whiskey, whatever, and I want to sit out in the garden, just the cool air.
As you go to make your way out of the garden, there's a couple of men by the door, and they're just like, "You should stay inside."
Why can't I just go into the garden?
We can't secure it that well.
Very well. And I just stand there, looking out. Just having little sips.
Mm-hmm.
I guess after a while, go to bed. I'll sort of take your lead on wherever you go, and just, like, whenever you go, I'll just sort of...
I'm heading towards the room that I know to be yours.
Ours?
Ours? I thought you got your own room then.
No, it's the one that we were all in before.
Oh, okay. Alright. Our room then.
Yeah.
I don't even say anything, I just get into your bed. Like...
Fade to black.
No! Very innocently.
Alright. I will just sort of lie near you and wait until you go to sleep before I go to sleep. Just like thinking and generally dealing.
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess we'll just like lie.
Yeah, I'm just lying there, just staring at the dark ceiling. I don't think I can close my eyes.
And after like however long of that, did it help?
I don't know yet.
We should figure out how we're going to tell Rosalind.
We'll go over first thing tomorrow. We'll have to tell the others at the Brotherhood as well, I suppose.
Okay.
I don't think I can close my eyes.
I'm just gonna like pull you in and like tuck your head in so that it's dark anyway and just like hold you.
Thanks.
I guess we should try sleep.
Alright. I guess after a while, like, I just am too tired to keep my eyes open and drift away.
Yeah, me too. Drift away. Drift off.
Like it's a float out the window, drift off. Yeah.
Okay. Eventually you fall asleep. Later in the day, many hours later, you wake up, your lover's arms are wrapped around, and then you remember, and it all falls back into place again.
Did we get any healing?
Sure, roll a d4.
I knew you were going to say that.
You didn't sleep.
Ah, nice, a 4.
You're the guy
Oh, a
that said you
3.
didn't sleep very well, so that's
Yeah.
-1, of course.
That's perfect then, I'm at full hit points.
Nice.
She really is queen of just going through battles and not getting damaged. Cool.
Yeah.
No weird dreams.
For you,
Take off, I should have asked.
you wanted a weird dream, so now I'll give you one.
Asking.
Just children running through the woods, screaming and shouting, and there's something chasing them. It's some sort of beast running through the woods, claws, teeth. Sometimes you're the child, sometimes you're the beast.
Great. Cool.
When you wake up, your eyes grainy and sandpaper feeling. Not that they probably had sandpaper back then, but...
What time is it?
It's 11:42.
Oh, it's
In
late.
the morning?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
But you probably didn't fall asleep until 6.
I suppose.
Maybe even 7.
Yeah. I'm just gonna very carefully get out of bed so not to disturb Talia. So I'll just go to the door.
Okay.
Am I allowed out?
A couple of guys are still there. Same ones before.
If I see them, I just immediately just turn around because I don't want to talk.
Sure. Just done with their shit.
Yeah.
Where do you go?
Kitchen.
Kitchen's quiet. There's a kettle of hot water sitting on the urn. Nope, it is an urn. Anyway, on the fire, a couple of people are just sitting at the table. You don't know them.
Just make myself a tea then.
Mm-hmm.
Stare out the window.
Yeah, the vibe of the house right now just feels strange. Doesn't feel like a home. Feels like a place you've never been to before.
I guess there's all these really random men around, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even turn to them, I just say, why are you all still here?
We're just keeping the place secure, miss. Just in case there's any repercussions. We didn't get everyone last night. Someone might still hold a grudge. It's better safe than sorry.
Do we need this many?
After last night, probably. I mean, Richard's the one to speak to. I know it's not great, but he paid us to keep you guys safe, so that's what we're going to do. We owe him that much.
Very well.
Can I make you some breakfast or something?
No, thank you.
Right you are.
Carry on looking out the window.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
The garden is quiet, peaceful. You look at the bench where Thomas would work out. Mm-hmm. You look at the herbs in front of the garden window where Thomas would help himself to some. You look at the gate that Thomas would go through.
Yeah, I'm not staying then. I'm gonna go back down to our room.
Mm-hmm.
Shall I wake up at some point?
Actually, before I go down, I'll pour a coffee for
Mm-hmm.
Talia. Bring it down. And I'll just place it on the bedside table. Do we have side tables?
Sure.
Probably. I feel like there was something next to it.
Yeah, I'll just place it there. And just sit at the end of the bed.
Thanks.
No worries.
So, we go over. Should we warn her that we're coming?
Yes. All the men here, though, their guarding will be all the doors.
They'll let us through.
They won't even let me into the garden.
They'll let us through. They're Richard's men. We can go into the garden if you want to.
Let me contact Rosalind. Get my stone. We'll be over in a bit. Something's happened. Leave it at that.
This is very late morning. Where are you?
What time-ish did I wake up? I'm leaving it up to you.
Okay. You didn't sleep well, so I feel like once the light is shining through, it gets harder, so...
Yeah.
Sometime probably at maybe 7:30ish you give up. Which is almost breakfast time anyway. The Viscount's an early riser. He enjoys a nice egg breakfast.
Then, I think when I first woke up I would have stayed in my room for as long as kind of politely possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really don't feel in a state to be down there and to face either of them.
Mm-hmm.
So she just kind of paces around her room for a bit, holding the stone, because I don't know if what we did last night helped them or fix things for them, and I don't know what happened. And I'm just so caught up in thoughts of them both. And then eventually I give up and I call a maid to come in and help me get ready.
Mm-hmm.
And I let that take a long time as well. And I don't really make conversation with her. I'm kind of withdrawn a little bit. And then when she's gone, and I really know that I have to go downstairs now. I'm gonna kind of try and tuck the stone like into my stays, so it's like always on me, so that whenever they let me know what happened, I can hear it.
Mm-hmm.
And before I go down, I take one more look at this in the light, just to try and see if there's anything that I missed.
Sure, mate.
In my state, like just to see if I can tell anything about what it is, like if I recognise it from any of Lucas's books, or if there's any like flaw in it, like any way I could try and like...
Make another Arcana check.
Fucking natural one.
Cool. It's a beautiful, rare black pearl necklace from Tahiti, I believe.
It had a clasp that disappeared.
Yeah. At least you presume that was a clasp. It went on.
Yeah, then I'll go downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I suppose we had a long leisurely breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
He likes. I would have tried my best to be polite and behave as though nothing had happened. I presume he's doing the same?
Of course.
Yeah. And then yeah, I'm not in charge of my days anymore, so after breakfast finished I would have waited to be told what I'm doing for the day.
Oh, there's no need to be like that. Do you have plans for the day?
I suppose that depends on Miss Thorncroft. I was not... It was not left quite certain with me whether or not she was to be a governess and teacher in truth or just in public.
Oh, I believe she has it in mind to offer you the very best of teaching and training.
Right.
I believe she's popped out for some errands, but I'm sure she'll be back soon, and yes, I'm sure she'll be keen to get on with your lessons.
I'm sure.
I'm leaving it in her capable hands. I trust you did sleep well.
Yes, very.
Last night's events not weighing heavily on you?
As much as one would expect, but...
That's good. It takes a strong constitution to do what we have to do in this world. More eggs?
No, thank you.
Well, I have a few errands myself to run. So I'll leave you in the hands of our staff. They're more than capable of doing anything you require.
Thank you. I shall see you later on today.
Yes, I'll return probably just in time for dinner.
Lovely.
If you have requests, just see the kitchen.
Of course.
Oh, good day.
Good day, sir.
Doesn't tip his hat because it's indoors. He's not wearing one.
So once he's gone,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure he's gone, I will have watched from the window, I presume, his carriage go down
Sure.
the street.
You can watch from a window and see
Yeah.
the carriage, yeah.
I'm just gonna have a look around the house in a way that to the staff wouldn't look like I'm doing anything beyond, acquainting myself with my new home. But I am sort of keeping an eye out for anything that looks suspicious, magical,
Sure. Are you going to just check out every single room?
Not really, because that's weird. I'm gonna have a cup of tea and one
Still think it's worth asking. It's Rosalind.
I'm going to have a cup of tea in one room, and then I'll go and sort of pretend as if I've gotten lost and I'm in another room, and then I'm gonna go to the library and just sit with a book for a bit, as if I'm just enjoying the library.
Sure.
Well.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
13.
Okay. So as you acquaint yourself with the manor house, you sort of take in.
Sorry.
You take in the various rooms as you drink tea in the drawing room. You admire the pictures on the walls, the paintings.
Are they all of him?
One of them is him. The other one.
His own face on the living room wall.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. In the drawing room is with the picture that you know about of him at the bow of his ship. The Pillars of Hercules in the background. Yeah, you in the drawing room you sit there drinking your tea, looking at the pictures on the walls, the Viscount on his ship. You see some sort of landscape, possibly painted by someone famous. Does Rosalind know artists?
She would know whoever the most famous ones of the day were.
Sure, it's probably one of them.
Yeah.
Just the point is, he has expensive paintings for his expensive house. Gilded gold frames. Solid gold candelabra. Just sitting there.
Sure.
Various alcoholic drinks on the shelves that all look very fancy from far-flung places. And then you move to the library and you just scan your fingers down the spines of books as you just check out what everything is. There's a wide array. He's a well-educated man. There's biographies, there's history books, there's everything you think of. There's a book on ornithology. Makes you think of your uncle. The uncle who'll probably be marrying you quite soonish.
Not in the way he wants. Sorry. Sorry.
I trust you're getting comfortable?
Yes, I believe so.
Very good.
Good morning.
Good morning. And you turn around to face Lilith. Well, shall we, get to work on your lessons?
Yes, of course.
Or should I say, shall we continue your education?
Forgive me, I was just trying to acquaint myself with the house.
Of course.
I'm just waiting to be told what to do and when to go.
Well, shall we take a seat?
We're staying in the library.
It's where we are. And she leads you over to one of the large windows. It's a bay window, of course, and there's a small table there with a couple of seats. She pulls the chair out for you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
She sits down opposite you. You are sat. Well then, where shall we begin today?
I don't know. If I'm to be honest, I'm still quite unclear on what it is you've been hired to teach me. Or not. I mean, the situation is quite different to what it appears. So sorry.
What do you want to learn, Rosalind?
I want to be better at
Everything.
but I want to be able to protect myself and others. I know that I still have a long way to go before I'm anywhere near what Father is, but things that you were able to do so easily. I'm quite far from that.
So you want to get straight to the good stuff?
I see no reason in continuing a fast that both of us do not believe in.
Well, I mean, education is important, but you seem to have a solid grasp of your maths and languages.
Maths is the one thing Rosalind can't do. She just is like...
Very well.
From what I have been taught, I know that there are some spells that you can do any number of times and some that are more limited to the rest.
Yes. You have a potential for so much. Suppose you'll have to show me what it is you can do.
I'm looking around because this is a very pretty expensive room, and
Let me stop you there. Were you thinking of unleashing a spell in this house?
I thought that was what you were asking.
Show some common sense, Rosalind. This is a library.
I'm sorry, madam. I thought that was what I was being asked.
I can see there's much I still need to teach you. Much you can learn. Common sense may be one of them, mightn't it?
I'm afraid so.
It's quite all right. And a spine. I think we can teach you to have one of those, can't we?
My mother always used to say.
Tell me about her.
She's perfect. And she scares me. And give me, madam, is this necessary?
Yes.
Sometimes I think she hates me. And I've never known why. I tried. Nothing ever came of it. She grows roses and they're perfect. And she runs the house like a machine. She's a very capable woman. Very intelligent.
She sounds very cold.
I think so. But I know that she means well, and she. I think our family is very important to her, as it should be, and she does everything she can to uphold that.
And do you want to be like her?
Don't know anyone. I used to.
Well, I don't know your mother. But I can see in you the sort of power that is growing in you. And whoever your mother is, I believe you could be so much more.
Yes.
Come, let us go for a walk in the park.
I sort of use the window reflection to just tidy myself a little.
Mm-hmm. You know you can use a spell for that.
I don't believe I know any, but I could. What the Viscount did last night when we returned, I do not know that one.
You do not. I see. It's a fairly simple one. I'm sure I could teach it to you at some point.
At ease.
Yes, I'm sure we can come to an agreement on that. Very well, let's go and enjoy the weather.
Of course.
Has our message come through yet?
I was waiting to be told when it did.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I thought you had.
Well, there was a lot of time to build up
To be
to
fair, I got up like 7 and that didn't come
By
through
the
till
time-
11, so...
Okay, so then, yeah, we'll skip ahead. As you are walking through the park, a message comes through.
We'll be over in a bit. Something's happened.
And I will, not respond outwardly and in my head respond, walking in park now. Should be back before you. Hope you're both well.
So as you send out this message, there's a short pause and then this message comes back.
Okay. I assume that you hear it, like we both hear it?
No, it just goes.
Oh, it's just me.
Whoever.
Okay, I'll relay the message then once I've got it.
How nice, she's walking in the park.
Yeah.
Shall we then? I suppose I should change.
Yeah. That was me.
Yeah.
You are both still dirty
Yeah.
and bloody.
Mm.
But of course, if you do clean that blood off, It's the last of his that you'll see.
What the fuck, bro?
I mean, it's not. We're going to see him later and he's covered in it.
Bro! Maijai, what is this behaviour?
I'm so sorry, bro. I was making you feel better about washing it off. It's not going to be the last time you...
Yeah,
didn't want his blood off me.
He's got plenty more. Wow.
Okay, anyway,
I'm not going to keep a souvenir.
okay.
Just get changed.
Yeah, like,
Dress.
rinse off. Did I bring any dresses with me? Probably not. So I guess I'll go ask someone if anyone has a dress for me to wear.
Sure. Who is the closest in size to you?
In my head, Lulu's the tallest one, but I've made that up out of nowhere.
Are you actively looking for a dress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
I was going to say just go to Zach.
Actually, no, I'm going to go to Zach. I know that he has dresses.
Sure, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go find Zach.
Cool. You go knock on his little bedroom door. Who is it?
Talia.
Come on in.
Go in. Are you alright?
I guess. Are you?
I'm not sure. I've come to ask a favour. Sort of. I have to put a dress on again and I don't have one here. And I know, I fit your clothes and I was wondering if I could borrow one.
Take whatever you want, it's fine. Are you going out?
Rosalind doesn't know.
That you're going out?
Rosalind doesn't know about Thomas or last night.
Okay.
So we should tell her.
Well, take people with you.
I don't think so. Might look a bit odd to show up where we're going with a group of armed men.
It's dangerous out there.
We'll be alright.
Yeah.
We'll be back because, well, we have to. We'll be quite alright. Remember, I'm stronger than I look.
If only you'd been here then.
I was. I just wasn't there.
My dresses are in that wardrobe.
I'll just, grab any one and go back down.
Mm-hmm.
And change. Shall we then? Right. Well, head up.
Head upstairs.
To the front door.
Mm-hmm. Front door's locked, of course. There's at least 2 men there.
Mm-hmm.
Richard is one of them. Where are you going?
To tell Rosalind.
Come on then.
Cool. So prepared to threaten people then.
People circle back then. Alright. I'm assuming we get a carriage over, we're not gonna walk it. So we'll hail a taxi carriage and tell them where to go.
Yeah.
I don't say anything in the carriage unless you do.
It's just the sounds of cobbles and wheels and awkwardness. Richard makes a couple of attempts.
Oh, is Richard coming with us?
Yeah, he said, come on then.
Ah. I thought it was like, go on then.
No, he said, come on then.
Okay.
Eventually you pull up outside 7 Park Lane Place.
It's not a real way.
No. You hop out, go up to the front door, and knock. That's where we'll leave it.
Every time! I have to go put a fucking dress on now. Fucking Zach!
Anyway, thank you for watching.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all of that.
I'm peeing myself right now.
That makes no sense in what I will have edited out. But thanks,
But
guys.
that's staying in!
Thank you to our patrons. Ring that bell. Everything else.
Bing, bing, bong, bong.
Bing, bing, and
Submissive and subscribable.